Okay, so I need to try rewrapping the panels again. The first time around, I used this Loctite high performance spray adhesive, and after a couple days, it just started lifting up randomly. So this stuff is no good for the interior wrapping. So I got 3M Super 77. It's supposed to be better. I was reading up on them online. And it's a little more expensive, a couple dollars more a can, but if it holds it better, then it's definitely worth it. So I'll try it out, wait a couple days, see if it's lifting off at all, and let you guys know how it turns out. Okay, so I got the first A-pillar all glued up with the 3M stuff, and it seems actually much better than the Loctite I used. I'm not sure how it's going to hold up, so I'm going to have to wait and see, but for now, it did a pretty good job. So today I'm going to be attempting to weld for the first time on the Vaydor. Got the welder, everything cleaned up, garage cleaned up a little bit just so I don't catch anything on fire. Got the welding helmets. I need some extra wire and I need welding gloves, so I'm going to run to the store real quick, get those, come back, clean up the weld spots, and then try welding it. So I never weld. I messed this up. There's a hole there. I'm gonna have to patch that up somehow. Some of the welds turned out half decent. I think I might have to just hire a professional because I thought this was something I could figure out. It's not too hard. It's just this is really not the platform for me to be learning on. If you guys can see, there's a good bit of white powder everywhere. Something down in there caught on fire. So I got my trusty fire extinguisher and, well, put the fire out. So if you're doing this at home, just be careful. Try not to catch anything on fire. And if you really don't know what you're doing, I'd highly recommend that you hire a professional welder because this is a pretty important part of the car. I mean, it seems to be holding pretty well, but it's really not what you want for a cage on a car. So hire someone professional if you don't know what you're doing. That's what I'm going to end up doing. So I'm going to button up some other things and let you guys know how it turns out. Okay, so since I'm holding back from welding right now, the next thing I have to work with is getting the Infinity started again. It was running fine, started up easily, no problems whatsoever, and then I took the dash out, and as you can see, there are tons of wires that I disconnected. So I'm assuming I just simply disconnected something that needs to be plugged in. I tried starting to put stuff back, the gauge cluster, little screen here, the security system, but I just really am not sure what's going on. I ran the OBD2. I'm not getting any codes, so I'll have to mess around with it and figure out what it is, but I'm really just assuming that it's something that I unplugged. So I'm just gonna try to start it up real quick so you guys can see what it's doing. So it cranks, but it won't run. I thought it might be the battery because, as you can hear, it was cranking pretty slowly. But I have a battery jumper thing that I hooked up to it, and it cranks fast like it should, but no start. So I'm going to troubleshoot and try to figure it out. Probably won't have that in this video since I wasted a good bit of time trying to weld. So that will be in next video, but for now, that's how the engine is running or not running. So even though I ran into some issues with the welding and the car not starting for some reason, I do have some good news. The test panel that I did with the 3M Super 77 adhesive seems to be holding up great. It's been a couple days since I first applied it. Got a little dust on it, but doesn't really matter. Good news is the glue is holding up. So I think I'm gonna spray the rest of the panels with this stuff, fill them up, wrap them up. I have the dash over here that I used the Loctite stuff on, and it's a little hard to see in video, but a lot of it is just starting to come up. I'm trying to find a spot that... Okay, so it might be a little hard to see, but here's one of the spots that just started to come up. It's not everywhere. Some of it's holding fine, but then again, you get spots like this that just started peeling up after time. So I definitely have to redo the dash. I'm going to get that done with the 3M stuff. Probably have to use a new piece, but oh well. Better do it right and then have to redo it once it's in the car. Alright, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope a lot of things go better in the next video and we get some of the bigger issues worked out. And I'll see you in the next video.